If you're sleeping less than 7 hours a night, you aren't just waking up tired. You're actively reprogramming your hormones to store belly fat and crave junk food. In minutes, a hijacked appetite, and the exact biological reason your exhausted brain forces you to overeat. The very first casualty of a short night is your satiety signal. Missing sleep simultaneously crashes your I'm full hormone and spikes your I'm starving hormone. It sends a double-strength hunger signal straight to your brain. This happens through two specific chemicals. First is leptin. Your fat cells pump out this chemical to act as a fuel tank is full gauge, immediately signaling your brain to stop eating. When you lose sleep, leptin levels plummet. Your brain thinks you were running on empty. Then comes ghrelin. Your stomach lining directly pumps out this aggressive chemical to act as a loud biological alarm clock, immediately screaming at your brain to eat food. When you sleep less than 7 hours, ghrelin production goes into overdrive. The result is a devastating imbalance. It is exactly like someone cutting the brake lines on your appetite while simultaneously stomping on the gas pedal. You aren't lacking willpower. Your body is chemically tricking you into feeling starved. And the foods you want aren't salads. There is a specific chemical reason your brain begs for salty snacks at midnight, and it involves the exact same system affected by certain recreational drugs. Losing sleep floods your body with a chemical that makes sweet and salty snacks taste intensely pleasurable, a sensation similar to what certain recreational drugs can induce. This network, called the endocannabinoid system, directly functions as the brain's internal volume dial for managing both hunger and physical pleasure. When you shortchange your sleep, this system ramps up the production of a specific fat molecule called 2-AG. This fat molecule works like a natural flavor enhancer, flooding your brain. It drives hedonic pleasure, forcing you to eat purely for the joy and taste of the food rather than for basic energy. It gives your brain the munchies, even if you haven't smoked anything. Dr. Rob O., Clinical Associate Professor at the Veterans Affairs Healthcare System, explains this effect clearly. With chronic sleep deprivation, your metabolism becomes dysregulated, leading to cravings for processed foods. Worse, cutting your sleep short shuts down the impulse control center in your brain. Your frontal lobe runs the logic and self-control centers, acting like a strict parent keeping your mind in check. Without enough rest, the frontal lobe goes quiet. At the same time, the sleep loss supercharges your amygdala. This emotional reward center acts exactly like a hyperactive toddler that wants candy right now. With the brain's impulse control center quietly shutting down and the toddler in charge, it becomes physically harder to say no. A midnight craving for salty chips becomes impossible to ignore. Dieting while sleep-deprived is a rigged game where your brain actively fights your goals. When you finally give in to those cravings, the junk food hits a damaged system. During the 1990s and 2000s, Dr. E. Van Cotter at the University of Chicago found that simply cutting your sleep short reliably transforms a totally healthy hormonal profile into one that looks like early-stage diabetes. These pre-diabetic endocrine profiles act like a financial warning light flashing red before a total bankruptcy. This shows that sleep isn't a luxury for feeling rested. It is foundational to preventing chronic metabolic disease. This damage hits when you truncate your sleep, chopping crucial hours off your regular schedule. It is exactly like pulling the plug on your phone before hitting full charge. When a healthy young person sleeps 4 to 5 hours a night, in just under a week, their body loses up to 30% of its ability to process blood sugar. A healthy young metabolism instantly ages decades. The breakdown destroys your insulin sensitivity. This mechanism dictates how effectively your body extracts sugar from the bloodstream for energy. Think of it as a literal key turning inside a lock to let the sugar into your cells. With bad sleep, the key no longer fits. The lock jams, and sugar builds up in your blood. Dr. Peter Y. Liu, a senior investigator and professor of medicine, established exactly how fast this happens. Our highly controlled sleep study showed that even one night of restricted sleep can cause insulin resistance, and that we can dampen this effect by controlling levels of these two important hormones. Just one single night of bad sleep immediately breaks how your body handles blood sugar. And poor sleep doesn't only make you store fat, it actually changes the specific places where your body chooses to hide it. Your stress hormones are supposed to power down at night, but poor sleep keeps them pumping, which specifically commands your body to store dangerous fat deep around your belly organs. The main culprit here is cortisol. Cortisol functions as your body's primary stress chemical, triggering a built-in alarm system for daily alertness. Normally, cortisol drops in the evening to let you rest and recover. When you stay up, your cortisol stays high. This is like leaving your car engine revving high in the driveway all night instead of turning it off. Subscribe, please. That elevated cortisol forces your body into an emergency metabolic state. It starts packing away visceral fat. This dangerous hidden fat firmly wraps around your internal organs, packing tightly around your stomach. It acts exactly like shipping peanuts stuffed deep inside your torso, slowly suffocating your entire system. That stubborn belly fat might be largely driven by your sleep schedule, even if your diet is otherwise good.
The damage is a two-way street. Terrible sleep ruins your hormones, and severe hormone conditions can physically shatter your ability to sleep through the night. Take polycystic ovary syndrome, or PCOS. This condition triggers severe hormonal imbalances in women, functioning exactly like a massive glitch shutting down the body's entire hormonal control board. It frequently triggers sleep fragmentation, physically forcing you to wake up repeatedly throughout the night. It feels like a skipping record that never plays a song all the way through. The broken hormones destroy the sleep, and the broken sleep destroys the hormones. The final blow comes when you cut your night short and delete your most crucial repair phase. The vast majority of the hormones needed to rebuild muscle and heal your body are released during your deepest sleep. This slow wave phase provides the deepest, most physically restorative period of your night, running exactly like the heavy deep clean cycle on a washing machine. During this deep clean, your brain signals for a massive pulse of growth hormone released in the dark. Human growth hormone swoops in to repair tissues and rebuild muscle, serving as the dedicated overnight maintenance crew for your entire body. Cutting your sleep short deletes this crucial repair phase first. It is like leaving the movie theater before the climax. You miss the most important part of the body's repair cycle. Hitting the gym is a waste of effort if you skip the deep sleep required to actually build the muscle. A chronic lack of sleep also creates a flattened thyroid hormone rhythm. Your thyroid-stimulating hormone physically drives your overall energy engine, working exactly as the thermostat setting for your body's calorie-burning furnace. When the thyroid rhythm flattens out, it slowly turns down the dial on the total number of calories your body burns at rest. This crushes your basal metabolic rate. This baseline rate dictates the exact number of calories you burn just staying alive. Think of it as the fuel your car burns while sitting idle at a red light. You could be eating perfectly, but a bad sleep schedule is quietly lowering your body's base calorie-burning engine. Here is the wild part. There is a tiny fraction of the population with a mutant gene, identified by researchers, including Dr. Yinghui Fu, that lets them sleep under 6 hours with zero hormonal damage. It is called the DEC2 gene mutation. People carrying this rare genetic trait can safely thrive on short sleep without their appetite aggressively spiking or their cortisol massively flooding their internal organs. But you probably don't have it. For the rest of us, the rules of human biology are rigid. Your late bedtimes might be the hidden reason you cannot lose weight no matter what you eat on your plate. A 38% increase in obesity risk isn't a coincidence. It is your hormones begging for rest. Choose better sleep. If you liked this, ultra-processed food is more addictive than cocaine. Here's the science. That's the next one.